Welcome to Inside the Nest Sports Edition, brought to you by Andrew, Daniel, Richard, and Caleb. So Richard, what's going on in the NBA playoffs?
The NBA playoffs are really interesting this year, Andrew. The Clippers, they just lost. The Blazers just tied up the series 2-2.
Time.
Chris Paul, it seems he has injured his hand. He's out for the rest of the playoffs.
You know, that actually makes me so mad because now that Steph Curry was injured, it looked like the Clippers had a good chance of beating them in the second round.
Yeah, the Warriors are unbeatable.
No, it just looks like the Warriors just avoid every problem.
Yeah, they just get so lucky because Chris Paul was finally about to beat them, and now Steph Curry's going to be able to get healthy, play the Trailblazers in the second round, and then play either the Spurs or the Thunder.
The Warriors played against no healthy starting point guard last year. What a tragedy.
Yeah, but the Clippers also never gotten past the second round of the playoffs.
But this was their chance this year.
But Blake Griffin's also battling injuries.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an unfortunate situation over in Los Angeles, you know. I just feel bad for the Clippers because they always seem like they're doing so good in the regular season, but then come playoff time, something like this always happens, and it's just unfortunate they lose.
I mean, now, fortunately, it looks like the Spurs or the Warriors are going to take it away, but
The Thunder.
I mean, the Thunder only have one superstar, so
Huh?
according to Mark Cuban, the Thunder have one superstar.
Oh, yeah, I almost
Westbrook ain't a
forgot.
superstar.
the Thunder have the best chance. The Thunder have the best point guard in the entire league. I had Russell Westbrook.
That is a bold statement, my friend.
Russell Westbrook almost had a triple-double last night after Mark
Almost.
Cuban didn't call him a superstar.
Almost.
Can Curry or Kawhi Leonard do that? I don't think so.
Kawhi Leonard's not even a point
I mean,
guard.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard's not a point guard,
You
first of
brought
all.
the wrong man to this conversation.
Second of all, Curry had a way better season than Westbrook overall.
Yeah.
He was way more, offensively at least,
40-90.
Curry was way more efficient.
Westbrook's a better all-around player and point guard.
Yeah,
Curry only averages about 5 assists and only doesn't score.
He doesn't need to. He has Draymond Green on his team to get assists for him.
If he played point guard full time like Westbrook did, he wouldn't be
He
doing
would get
as
he would
good.
get assists too. Have you seen Curry's passes?
And he
Curry's
makes
passes are overrated.
Yeah, but Curry makes way smart decisions.
Did you
All right,
see the
wait,
game?
really is.
Could you
Westbrook-
please explain yourself?
Did you see the game last week where Russell Westbrook was passing it to Cantor and Cantor went
Yeah,
12 for 13?
Cantor was
Russell
fine.
Westbrook was making Enes Cantor look like a superstar.
I would
okay.
never.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Richard.
12
Yeah.
for 13 from the field, 28 points.
he had a good game. He was just finishing layups.
Russell Westbrook.
I can do that.
Russell Westbrook had 25 points and 15 assists twice in a row in 2 games, and then the next
He just likes
game
to
after
pad
that-
his own stats, Richard. He
What?
always
Dude,
looks for the assists and the rebounds so he can just get those nice numbers. Curry just plays basketball and racks up 30 points a night.
No, Westbrook makes the winning plays. I don't care. What is
Westbrook
stat
makes the
padding?
winning
What is
plays.
stat
Westbrook
padding?
loses.
All right.
Westbrook loses the games for
He's
them.
out of control at the end of games.
What is stat padding?
Stat padding
Stat padding is when you're like.
No, stat padding is when you're doing
thinking
well.
No, stat padding is when you're thinking about your stats and you're like, hey, I have 9 rebounds right now. Let me chase after this rebound
Yeah.
so I can get 10.
Maybe you could just play the game.
I guess Westbrook is so good that you guys are finding excuses to make up like stupid stat padding. What is stat padding nowadays?
I just
act
told
like
you.
You act like he's playing in 30-point blowouts and he's statting it. He's padding
statting?
his stats. He's
He's
padding his
statting?
stats. No,
He's statting?
Russell Westbrook is the best point guard in the NBA, and he's gonna prove it in this playoffs.
Richard.
Curry is overrated.
Just because he averages more assists and rebounds than Curry,
Yes.
it doesn't
All
mean
right, Richard.
it doesn't make him a better player.
It does
Richard,
make him a better
I
player,
think
and he's a
this-
better
I think-
defender.
Steph
I think-
contributes to his team winning. He averaged 30 points while his team won 73 games.
Look at his team. His team is stacked. His team beat
his
the
team
Rockets.
is stacked. He scored 30 points a game. How can you say
Exactly.
His team beat the Rockets by 30
let-
without Curry.
Okay. Yeah,
the
Explain
Rockets are
that.
trash.
Yeah, the Rockets-
Explain that.
The Rockets
Rockets
barely
explain
made the
that.
playoffs.
I am
Yeah.
explaining it right now.
If Curry wasn't on the Warriors, they would still be a top 4 team in the West, and
That's
you know
so
and you
so
know
false,
it.
Richard.
They have Draymond Green. And
Richard, have you
Klay
seen
Thompson.
Curry's plus minus When he's off the floor, the Warriors play like a bottom 4 team in the NBA statistically.
No, but what happened against the Rockets? They won by 30.
Yeah,
Because Curry played in
The
the first.
stats were unproven.
The Rockets,
Played the
it's
first
one
half.
game.
What do you mean it's one game? Curry
I mean,
went
it's
2
one
for,
game.
Curry went 2 for 9 in that game,
did
so
you-
he's basically
His
irrelevant.
ankles were broken.
His ankles were fine, but he got a
Okay,
freak accident and injured
did
his
you see
knee.
what they did without Stephen Curry?
He was just coming up.
They
Exactly.
couldn't even catch the inbound.
No, they won by 30 without
No, they had
Stephen
a
Curry.
41-point quarter still.
Without
Exactly.
Steph, dang. That's
Yeah,
41?
exactly.
I don't know.
Which
Broke the
proves
record.
my point. We'll see when the
Why are you
Thunder get
talking
to the
like that?
Western Conference Finals and they beat the Spurs.
You think the Thunder about to
are
beat the
not beating the
Spurs?
The
Spurs.
Thunder are definitely
The
beating the
Thunder
Spurs.
are beating the Spurs. They are
Kawhi
too young.
Leonard is gonna walk Kevin Durant.
And who's gonna guard Russell
Yeah.
Westbrook?
Who guards
No one.
LaMarcus Aldridge?
Exactly.
Serge Ibaka.
He's
Serge
cannot-
Ibaka's 6'9". Aldridge is like 7 foot.
Aldridge is 6'11", and Serge Ibaka is a
But
premier
Aldridge is
shot
bigger than
blocker.
him.
Yeah. Put
Serge
him in the
Ibaka-
post and Serge Ibaka cannot
Serge
do
Ibaka
It
anything.
doesn't
a
matter about
premier
shot.
shot
It doesn't matter
blocker.
about shot blocker. He can take him to the post consistently, and he has many different moves he can finish with.
And Serge Ibaka can stretch the floor, which will cause LaMarcus Aldridge to bring out to himself.
Huh?
Which will cause LaMarcus Aldridge to come out to the 3-point line.
LaMarcus Aldridge has been
He
getting good
can,
at defending the
if he
perimeter.
needs to be out there,
Yeah.
he can. And
He's
plus
He's actually
their-
been really good
The
defenders this
Spurs
year.
bench is way better than Thunder bench.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna guard Enes Kanter?
Tim Duncan, LaMarcus Aldridge. Kawhi
Enes-
Leonard can guard Enes Kanter.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Enes
Enes
Kanter.
Kanter
Even
only
that
has like
7'6" man could
you
guard
have
him.
one good game a month.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, really.
You
And
hit
all,
We're
it's all,
fighting
it's
way
all
too
just
hard.
set up by Westbrook.
Yeah.
It's not like he does any of that on
Which
his
Yeah.
own.
is why Westbrook is the best point
We're
guard
done
in
talking
the
about
NBA.
Westbrook
right
right
now.
now.
Goodness.
Back to
The
my
only reason
argument.
why Enes Kanter had so much because the Mavs have no good big
No,
men
because
except for
Westbrook
Dirk.
gave him
Yeah,
so many
the
good
Mavs can't play
passes
defense
and
for-
made him look like a superstar. That's why. Curry could never do that. Put Curry in Westbrook's situation, and they would lose more
Put
games.
Westbrook in Curry's situation.
If you put Westbrook in Curry's situation, he'd be shooting like 10% from the field.
Yeah.
He's taking so many shots.
He obviously wouldn't. They would obviously win 5 championships in a row by now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
No.
Huh?
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense, Richard.
It definitely does make sense. I definitely
Richard,
proved
when
my argument.
here's a good point. When KD was injured, the Thunder didn't even make the playoffs. When Westbrook was out for the season, KD brought them to the playoffs. How about that?
Wait.
When KD was injured,
He had his MVP season,
When
32
Wait.
points a game.
Wait.
Listen to this. Listen to this. When KD was injured, Westbrook missed Westbrook missed like 16 games because of his hand, so that doesn't count. When Westbrook was injured, KD played the whole season, so you can't use that argument.
Wait.
Huh?
Huh? Wait, can you say that again?
I'll repeat this one more time.
Richard, look in the camera and please say this.
That camera.
When KD was injured, Westbrook also missed 20 games.
Okay.
So of course they had no one, and they were at the bottom of the West for a while until
Okay,
Westbrook
that
came
actually
back.
makes sense.
When Westbrook was injured, KD played most of the season, so of course they're going to be at the top. If you put Westbrook in similar circumstances such as KD, they would have been made the playoffs, of course.
All right.
That's actually a pretty good
All
point.
right, good point. Good argument.
Because the Thunder without KD or Westbrook for 20 games, yeah, they're losing
Of
all.
course they're going to lose.
Yeah.
They
All
had
right,
Reggie
wait.
Jackson, who was averaging 20 and 10.
Oh yeah,
but
Reggie
it's-
Jackson was
Reggie
Frying back
Reggie
then.
Jackson.
That's when Reggie Jackson started
Reggie
frying.
Jackson was the only one putting up offensive numbers, but it simply wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think is going to happen in the offseason with all the free agents?
Well, KD's not going to the
Yeah.
Warriors.
I think my prediction is Kevin Durant
To
will
Lakers?
sign. No.
They're about to get Kevin Ollie.
He's gonna sign a 1-year contract with the Thunder, so he can get the most money possible after that with a different
They're
team.
signed Scott Brooks for KD.
Maybe they had that in mind, but they're definitely not getting KD. Because why would Kevin Durant leave a situation where he has a teammate like Russell Westbrook and a team that wins like 50
No, wait,
games?
No,
but I
for
think
this
it'll
fact,
be-
Go to a
I think
team.
it'll be-
John Wall is way less. He's not as selfish as Westbrook. That's first of all.
But Westbrook's way
And then
Let me-
also when you get to
Oh,
the
wait.
playoffs, the East playoffs are way easier, so you can get to the championship.
And I think
But
How are you trying to say How are you trying to say Westbrook is selfish when he averages like the same?
No,
amount of
but
assists
John
as
Wall's a
John
better
Wall?
passer.
Let me get
John
on.
Wall's a better
I mean,
Wait, no, wait,
Let
wait.
me get you
No,
on this
wait,
argument. Let me get you on this
no, wait,
argument.
let me-
Russell Westbrook is put in. Kevin Durant is put in the best situation in OKC. He has a top 5 player in Russell Westbrook. John Wall at best is a top 12 player. As
Yeah.
much as
I
I like
agree.
John Wall can't take over a game like Russell Westbrook can.
That's the only thing that's bad is
To
that
take the
when
pressure off.
if KD's off, then their whole team's off. And
Yeah.
Beal has not been playing.
No,
good.
but that's the thing. That's what I was trying to say. They're trying to make the trade with the Sixers for Jahlil Okafor and Bradley Beal.
For who?
for Bradley
those
Beal.
two?
Yeah, that would be a good trade. Because
The Wizards just need to get a good big
currently
man.
are trying to build an entire team of centers.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't know. Bradley Beal on the 76ers
Yeah.
is pretty good for him.
But
I mean-
Bradley Beal hasn't really proven he can make it to the next level yet. I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He has potential, but he
Before he
hasn't
got injured
proven
this
to
season.
be a
I mean,
star
Yeah,
yet.
so I think he needs to be in a new environment.
I mean, to close it off, I think that the playoffs are at a pretty unpredictable place right now. A lot of the series are tied right now, and even though teams like the Spurs and the Thunder are doing good, it's going to be hard to see who makes the finals. But I predict the Cavs and the Warriors.
I predict the Thunder and the Cavs.
I say Cavs and Spurs.
I say Warriors and Pacers.
All right, well, let's see who's right. This has been Inside the Nest Sports Edition. Thank you.